Good morning, everyone. This is Tracy Cotton from Morrow Insurance Agency. Except for I'm not at Morrow Insurance Agency this morning. I'm in my car getting ready to go into an insurance continuing education class. So it's really early. This is a lot earlier than I usually get on in Scope, but I didn't want to miss it yesterday. I completely missed it because unfortunately, hey, how are you doing? Unfortunately, yesterday I didn't have time during the day at all because our class there wasn't any breaks, and I did not have a chance to get on and do any Periscope, but I want to commit to doing this question of the day every day during the week for folks who want to know more about insurance, especially about their small businesses and their farms. And so I don't want to miss a day, and I hated that I missed yesterday. So instead of being late, I just decided to jump on really, really, really early. So for those of you who are catching this on the replay, I do record these, and they are posted on the Morrow Insurance Agency YouTube channel. And so all the recordings get posted up there. And so that they're there for folks that later have questions about insurance and can just look them up. They can check them out because there's questions already up there. I think there's about 10 videos already. And for those of you who have questions about insurance, all you have to do is email me, and that's insurancewisetracy@gmail.com. And I will, if you don't mind, share your question in one of my future scopes. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, you may hear me talking to people, and it's because their questions get posted at the bottom of the screen. Anybody who has a question, feel free to post something that has to do with insurance. And so I might talk to people. And so if you're on YouTube, you won't see their little questions pop up, but I do because I was on Periscope. And so you can always catch me on Periscope for these. So really do appreciate you guys tuning in today. The question of the day today for insurance for small businesses, and I get this a lot, is what do I need to know about workers' comp insurance? And that's workers' compensation insurance. And that's what takes care of a small business owner or business of any sizes owner or farm, somebody who has employees, and the employees could possibly get hurt on the job. And so it is a mandatory coverage once you get to a certain number of employees, and that number of employees does vary from state to state. So check and see if, you may have just one employee and that might be okay. Or your state may have a completely different statute entirely. So do check that out. Of course, some of you are from other countries and so forth, so I don't even know what your regulations might be, but it's a really good coverage to have because as a business owner, you want to make sure that your employees are taken care of. Hey, how are you doing? There's Miss Cynthia. Thank you so much for the hearts. Good morning. But I know that a lot of people know that it's an expense, that any kind of insurance for a business owner is expensive, because you're just starting out. Maybe you don't have much. But if you have employees, you want to make sure that they don't get hurt. And even if you're in an office, things can happen. Hey there, Cynthia. Thanks so much for joining. And so workers' compensation policies are very important regardless of the size of your business. But it's very important to, of course, follow state regulations and get coverage if it is mandated for the number of employees you have. Some other things that are good to know about work comp is that right at first, there's not much you can do to actually get a better rate because people who are just new getting it really takes time. They have to be able to see that you have employees, that your employees don't get hurt, and that time period without claims or with very small claims, as long as they're not frequency, that actually can make a difference. But it takes time. And so having that coverage, once you get that coverage in place, keep it. And the more history they can see of it, the better they can actually help you out. Because there's something called experience modification, that after you've had workers' comp insurance for a few years, they can actually give you a little bit of a discount if you've only had like one loss or if you really have no losses at all. Frequency of loss is an actual problem. And so that's something to watch out for. And the ways that you can prevent that as a business owner is to just make sure everybody's trained really well. Make sure that you have a safety manual and that you're making sure from the very get-go that when you hire somebody on, that they know the way to perform their job properly so they don't get hurt, and making sure the workplace is a safe place for them to work in. I know that everybody's time is really important, and it's early, so I don't want to keep everybody this morning. So those were just a few quick tips about work comp, and I will do a part 2 here shortly because there's definitely some other things that I want to cover, but that's just kind of initial for people who are just now starting out having to have it or wondering what it does for them. And so just keep those tips in mind, and definitely send me an email at insurancewisetracy@gmail.com if you have some specific questions. I will probably tell you to go back to your insurance agent and ask those questions because it varies so much from place to place. But I would be happy to at least try to give a stab at it because I am here to try to help people. I love what I do, and I love working with businesses. And if you've got questions, feel free to just hit me up. Remember, who cares about your insurance? That's me, Tracy Cotton from Morrow Insurance Agency, coming to you today actually from Asheville, North Carolina. Normally from Marion, North Carolina. But I hope that y'all have a really, really wonderful Friday, and I will catch you back on Monday with another question of the day. Thanks again, Cynthia. That's the Smart Chick at the Smart Chick. She has great inspirational Periscopes every day and some wonderful tips to just help out small businesses in general because she works with a lot of entrepreneurs. And so definitely catch Cynthia's broadcasts, and that's the Smart Chick. And thank you so much for the rest of you who have joined as well today. I really do appreciate it. The hearts are much appreciated. And I look forward to catching y'all on the flip side. Have a great day. Bye.